Grand Teton National Park is one of the most beautiful places on Earth. It features jaw-dropping, snow-capped mountain peaks, meandering rivers and braided streams, and abundant wildlife. In this video, I'll show you 8 can't-miss short-term stops and viewpoints in Grand Teton National Park. If you have never been to Grand Teton National Park before, or if you are visiting the park with less than a week of time to spend there, this video is going to be for you. Hey guys, it's Stoof from Travel SzN. Welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on future nature and travel related content like what we're going to show you in this video. Alright, before I jump into this list, I want to share with you the Google Maps route that I have saved in a link under this video. If you want to check that out, that has all of the stops saved on there. You could visit all of these in one day. It would just probably be a pretty long day, and you wouldn't get to see everything there is to see at all of these spots. But you could do it in a day if that's all you have. Our first stop on the map, Mormon Row, is a previous settlement of Mormons that came from the Salt Lake area. These settlers arrived near the end of the 1890s and formed a pretty vibrant community, which included a school and a church. Today you can see 2 very impressive and popularly photographed barns, the T.A. Moulton Barn and the John Moulton Barn, here at Mormon Row. You also can see structures of 6 remaining homesteads of the original 33. As you make your way a little farther north in Grand Teton National Park, you'll see a pull-off for Schwabacher Landing Road. As you're heading north, you'll make a left on Schwabacher Landing Road. That will take you down a short road to a parking area to Schwabacher Landing. Schwabacher Landing is a section of the Snake River that got dammed off by beavers, so the water is incredibly calm right here. This is a great spot to watch for wildlife, including lots of different species of birds. This is also a good spot to find moose in the park. And if you go early in the morning, in the summer months, I'm talking like 5:30 a.m., you'll get to see the sun light up those peaks of the mountains and cast a beautiful reflection on the calm water in front of you. As you're walking around Schwabacher Landing, there is a short trail that takes you to several different viewpoints there. I'd say overall, you could spend anywhere from 15 minutes to an hour here. As you continue heading north in Grand Teton National Park, you'll find a left turn for the Snake River Overlook. This is one of my personal favorite overlooks in the park. It has a large parking area and just a short walk to a paved overlook section with a stone wall there, kind of framing in your viewpoint. The view is of a meandering section of the Snake River with the Grand Teton centered behind the river in the background. It is a beautiful view all times of the day throughout the year. You may also be able to see some rafters on the Snake River from this overlook. Farther north in the park, you'll make it to Oxbow Bend. This is another stunning overlook area. Just a quick pull-off from the main road. You may have to walk 10 to 100 steps to get down to the viewpoint that you'd like, but this area features incredible views of Mount Marina with the water in the foreground. Oxbow Bend is called Oxbow Bend because the shape of this bend of the river forms an oxbow shape. And in this area, you can find lots of wildlife. This is a great spot for finding different types of birds. You might even see otters in the water. You could see fish in the water. When we were here last time, we saw a coyote and some elk. This is also a popular section of the park for bear sightings. Depending on the weather that day, you might get calm water and a beautiful reflection of Mount Marina, or you might have a more blustery day where you don't quite get any reflection at all. If you want to just stop here quickly and get some pictures, I think all you really need is 5-10 minutes. If you want to do some bird watching or sit back and relax and check out the wildlife, I would give yourself closer to 30-45 minutes here. Next on our list, number 5, is Leek's Marina, another one of my favorite stops in Grand Teton National Park. And part of that is because there is a pizzeria here. That's right, it's a marina and a pizzeria. Here's the view from the marina. This is Jackson Lake in the foreground with some boats docked here in the marina area and beautiful views of the Tetons in the background. From this marina area, if you walk across the parking lot, you'll see a wooden cabin type building. That is the pizzeria called Leek's Restaurant. And inside that restaurant, you can order pizza, you can get it to go, or you could eat it inside. If you get your pizza to go, there are a couple picnic tables right down by the marina on the lake, and you can sit at one of those picnic tables, have your delicious hot pizza while enjoying incredible views of Jackson Lake and the Tetons. Stop number 6 on our list is the Jackson Lake Lodge. Labeled Grand Teton Lodge Company on our Google Maps list, the Jackson Lake Lodge is a National Historical Landmark. It is a stunning lodge which features overnight accommodations if you need a place to stay. They also have several restaurants on the property and a bar with outdoor seating on a patio overlooking the Tetons. Inside the lodge, you'll also find a couple little gift shops if you're looking for souvenirs. If you want to make a quick stop out of Jackson Lake Lodge, I would give yourself at least 15 to 20 minutes to check out the lodge and the views from the outside. If you're planning on having a sit-down dining experience or you'd like to hang out at the bar, I would give yourself more time. As you are heading south through the national park from the Jackson Lake Lodge, you'll eventually come to a turnoff on your right for String Lake. There is a short road there that takes you to a parking area and marina for String Lake. String Lake is one of the more shallow lakes in Grand Teton National Park, and because of its shallow depth, the water is slightly warmer than Jenny Lake, Lee Lake, or Jackson Lake, and you can go swimming in String Lake, which I recommend doing later in the summer months once that water temperature becomes a bit more tolerable. Although there is a big parking area for String Lake, that parking lot does fill up pretty quickly. Usually is full by like 10 a.m. So keep that in mind when planning your itinerary to visit this area. If you want to do some outdoor water activities, relax on the shore, go swimming, and just take in the scenery while having a laid-back, leisurely experience, String Lake is definitely something you don't want to miss. If all you want to do is get some pictures of the water, head back to your car, and go to the next stop, I'd give yourself 15 minutes here. If you want to spend some time on the water, you want to relax, you could spend a half day here. It truly is a peaceful spot in the park. And for our final stop on this list, we come to Jenny Lake. Jenny Lake is likely the most popular part of Grand Teton National Park. It has the biggest parking area of any other stops in the park. That parking lot does fill up in the mid to late mornings as well, so if you miss out on a parking spot in that main parking area, people tend to park along the street and on the main highway road, where you would have to walk a little farther to get to see Jenny Lake. Jenny Lake is a beautiful, peaceful, good-sized lake that features views of the mountains and canyons on the other side of the lake. In the Jenny Lake area, there is a visitor center, a couple little snack shops and gift shops, bathroom facilities. There also are several trailheads from the Jenny Lake area, including a trail that goes all the way around Jenny Lake. If you hike to the opposite side of Jenny Lake, you can hike to Hidden Falls, you can hike into Cascade Canyon. There are lots of different places to go from the Jenny Lake area. In addition to hiking around the lake, there is a boat that you could take a boat ride round trip from the visitor center side of the lake to the mountains side of the lake. So there really is a lot to do here. If you only plan on stopping quickly, taking some photos, and then continuing your day, I would give yourself about a half hour here just so you have time to park and walk a little ways over to the lake. If you want to do any day hikes here or spend some time in the visitor center, learn more about the park, you could spend a full day just at Jenny Lake. There really is a lot to do in that specific section of the park. Alright guys, that wraps up my list of 8 can't miss viewpoints and short-term stops in Grand Teton National Park. There are a lot more things to do in this national park. I have other videos related to hikes, kayaking, and other experiences you can have in this national park. I have some of those videos linked under this video in the description section. I also have additional helpful links for you guys. If it's your first time visiting the park, you might want to check those out. If you have been to Grand Teton National Park before, leave a comment below and let me know what your favorite stop is in the park. I'm looking forward to reading your comments, and if you have questions, you can leave those in the comment section below, and I'll answer those to the best of my abilities. Thanks again for watching, guys. If you're not subscribed already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Have a wonderful day, and I wish you happy travels!